Hi, Denon Nelson here. I'm at my new listing. It's a no house number, so there's not been a house put on this. But I just kind of want to show you right now, tentatively, this will be the beginning of the property line. You will go through an easement at this point coming through her current property. So the reason I'm showing you her property is that to show you that this is really level ground here. She mows and maintains a lot of it. This is not part of it, but this is. So I'm going to go ahead and go through here. So this all is still flat ground. She only does a little, but it's all flat, buildable ground in here, not in a floodplain. My dog and my husband. He just got his ears tied up. He had a floppy ear. So, but anyways, this is all usable, buildable land back here. Great big huge trees. Wonderful. And I'm going to walk you to the creek. Poor Rogan. Now, in the day, and I'm sure it was for flood prevention for the town of Troy, they built these dike systems here. So this property does have the dikes on them. So the current owner, she just mows right across the top of this dike. But this land here is still good and probably buildable. We're getting close to the floodplain. As you go on this side, you will have some water running through there. It looks like it's running right now. I'm sure you will have some still water in here. And I'm going to be quiet while I walk to the creek so that you can hear all the birds and everything in here. I saw a deer in here the other day. You could easily maintain a pond. This pond's never, I do believe it's still running water. It looks like the ripples and it's moving. But you could maintain and build a pond in here, which would be a nice feature. And I'm going to walk down to the creek. This property goes to the creek edge. We're kind of going through a little gully, which would probably obviously hold water for the runoff. So this is not buildable down here, just nice to go through and have as you're having a little raspberries growing in here. Nice. Anyways, we're going to get to Callahan Creek here. This trail is used by the church camp. The kids come in here. She allows them to come in here and do little picnics and little classes and stuff like that. So she doesn't have a problem with, she's never had any problems with any of the kids or any problems on her land or anything, but she does allow them to use it just to help the kids. It's a cool spot, campouts. Kind of out on your own little secret sanctuary. That's the train track. That train, I would say we have about 25 trains going through here a day. So that's going to be just something you should know. I love the trains, so I did build by the tracks for my shop and my property. Anyways, I'm going to turn and go back. This is in the city limits of Troy. So what I'm hoping with this property is that we will have city sewer and water to hook up to. Other than that, we will have to go through DEQ and do an assessment on it. The house that is here does have septic and sewer, but at this point we're not going to say You know, it would be the simplest thing if you do decide to build a permanent structure here. I would contact the city of Troy and see about hooking to city sewer and water. It is right by here, so it's a simple solution. We're not contaminating the earth and the ground, and when we have water, we do need to be very careful of that. So we're back up. This is the main dike for flooding. I think there's a series of them through here, but this is the first one and the main one. And then once again, I'm going to back up to the buildable land. And it's very level. She has part of it mowed, so you can see that. And as we look through here, you can see this is not in a floodplain. And it would go back up to the church, the Baptist church fence line, this property. I do believe there's another, there may be like a little dike or something that way, but this is not in the floodplain. So this would be your buildable area. So I have my car. She would give an easement to go through her property about where my car is up there. You know, along that road. Make a road to come through here for an easement if needed. It's like your own little wild game preserve. And once again, I'm back at the fence line where the property will approximately be starting. And like I said, she did mow this so we could see the land is flat and beautiful. Buildable land beyond this point as well. You know, she only did part of it, but you could develop it as you want, make it a campground, just your own little private sanctuary. Keep it natural or develop it, whichever you want, but it's a gorgeous natural preserve right now. Thank you.